Welcome to Portside Conversations, the official podcast for the BVIPorts Authority and your portside seat to authentic voices and bold ideas. Today we're diving into a story of vision, transformation, and national impact, the evolution of the Cyril B. Romney Tortola Pier Park, widely known as the Tortola Pier Park. From its early beginnings as part of the territory's cruise infrastructure to the modern, dynamic space we know today, the Tortola Pier Park has become more than a point of arrival. It is our gateway to the Virgin Islands experience. But behind this transformation is a deep story, one of strategic development, collaboration, and the role of the BVIPorts Authority in shaping the territory's maritime and economic landscape. So in this episode, we're going to explore how the Tortola Pier Park has influenced tourism, supported local entrepreneurship, enhanced visitor experience, and helped position the Virgin Islands as a leading destination in the region. So let's jump right in with the CEO of the Cyril B. Romney Tortola Pier Park, Mr. Vance Lewis. Welcome to Portside Conversations.
And thank you, and good morning, Alicia.
Good morning. So we're going to jump right in, and I want to ask you, I know that the Pier Park has now met its 10-year milestone, so you're celebrating 10 years, and it has been a journey. But I want to ask, when you think about the Tortola Pier Park, what stands out most to you now, and how is it different from where it all began?
The thing that hits me most is the contrast between where we were and where we are, and the journey from where we were to where we are, which is what I think we're going to be looking at today. Mm-hmm. It's a stark contrast. Because we literally rose out of the ashes. There was an area in just on Wickham's Key 1, which was called Tent City, way back. And Tent City is where we used to house cruise ship passengers when they came. Today we've grown to much more kind of modern facility, which docks modern cruise passengers, modern cruise ships, bringing quite a lot of cruise passengers, and the shopping, dining, and entertainment area, which is basically the Cyril B. Romney Tortola Pier Park. It wasn't always called the Cyril B. Romney Tortola Pier Park. Mm-hmm. Mr. Romney is locally known as the father of cruise tourism in the BVI.
Right.
And a few years ago, the BVIPorts Authority and the government agreed that it was fitting to name the facility after him in honor of what it is. But that is the main thing that stands out to me. Huge contrast from Tent City to modern buildings accommodating all the modern amenities associated with our cruise passengers. Initially, we were happy to have cruise passengers, and we thought that that was it. Cruise passengers come in and they take a tour, see the beauty, because the British Virgin Islands are so beautiful naturally. But we could only accommodate very small ships. And the trend of that day, and still continuing today, in many ways, was towards bigger cruise lines. And we couldn't accommodate that. We had a dock which was just 900 feet in length, and I think it was 30 feet wide. For us to be able to accommodate the larger ships, we had to have a facility which could accommodate them in terms of strength, in terms of length, and in terms of width. And then to accompany the dock, first of all, the dock was lengthened to 13-12 feet, mm-hmm. Widened from 30 to 55 feet, and strengthened to accommodate the breakaway class type ships from Norwegian, which accommodates just over 4,000 passengers and 1,600 up to 2,000 passengers crew. So having done that, it became a game changer. But as part of the vision, since cruise passengers do not come and stay aboard the ship, the vision foresaw the development of a shopping complex with different amenities. And our tagline then was See, Shop, Stay, basically because we wanted to make sure we had everything any passenger would need. And what makes us different as well in terms of the vision is we were developed with a view to also accommodating local passengers, local residents within the facility. We're one of the few facilities within the region that can do that. Yeah.
Good.
So that vision to make sure we offer something more earned us in 2016 Port of the Year.
Nice. Because I am listening to you with that, and I was wondering, why was it so important for us to modernize the cruise facilities?
Well, we had to modernize to stay in the business. If we didn't modernize, if we didn't strengthen and lengthen the dock, then we'd still be dealing only with very small cruise lines. But the government also, to make sure that the development could pay for itself, did a berthing agreement. BVIPorts Authority did a berthing agreement with Magical Cruise Lines, better known as Disney Cruise Lines, and Norwegian. This then, once it was inked, became bankable. So funds could be borrowed to do the development for both the dock and the landing facility known as the cruise pier, which is being developed on a 5-acre plot of land with multiple buildings housing all different amenities.
We mash the gas, them bite the dust. We set the speed while they gathering rust. Inside we heart BVI come first. So please don't be fooled, cause they not lying. Once we mash the gas, them bite the dust. Cause we always fast and we always fuss. If you want real speed, you know who to trust. Somebody better tell them they're not like who? They're not like us. CCT fast, like CCT fast, like CCT just generosity, love the community bad, like CCT fast with the 5G, cause BVI is we.
So in your view, what changed the most once the pier became modernized?
So instead of a mom and shop approach, we had 10 city, everyone selling T-shirts, everyone selling pretty much the same thing. We then decided on the facility side to have an organized facility where we'd have a healthy tenant mix of things that cruise passengers look for. And by having that healthy tenant mix, we did some research to find out what is it that cruise passengers really want when they land. So the facets of ensuring that they can take organized tours, they can do independent tours, and we accommodate for that as well. But they can also shop within the facility for anything that they might want as well. And in addition to that, they can visit nearby Road Town, and they can visit anywhere in the Tortola area through island tours.
Going to the beaches.
We have cuisine. We have excellent beaches and excellent access to beaches through the tours, and pretty much anything that a cruise passenger would need to make sure that they stay here would be pleasurable. And one big plus about that as well, cruise passengers go where they know they're safe, they feel they're safe, they know they're welcome, and they can get basically what turns into a really positive cruise experience. So we have that, and we measure that periodically from time to time to make sure we go in the right direction.
That's good. I was going to ask you also how that shift affected the visitors' experience when they come to the Virgins. Remember now that the Pier Pack is the gateway.
So, to my knowledge, visitor experience wasn't a big facet. We didn't have that metric before. Mm-hmm. We developed the Cyril Romney Tortola Pier Pack facility. But having done that and having moved into the 21st century properly, we then had to actually make sure we understood what satisfied passengers, where were we on that scale, how to improve, how to strengthen where we thought we were strong, and also further strengthen where we were weak with respect to that. Because at the end of the day, a cruise isn't about one stop. It's about multiple stops. And we want to make sure that we are number one on every cruise, number one stop on every cruise. So we measure ourselves against our regional entities,
Right.
In terms of what they offer, what we offer, and make sure there's something there for everyone. And the local component is very important as well, because we saw that a few years ago following the advent of the hurricanes, even during the COVID as well. The locals kept the facility alive. So it was good that we actually built a facility which wasn't 100% reliant on.
So there's a mix.
There's
a fair good mix.
Solely, yeah.
So would you say that the park redefined what cruise port could be for a small island destination?
Absolutely.
Also.
In more ways than one. Because we have something for everyone. Mm-hmm. We have something for the cruise passengers. We have something for locals. And we provide a significant number of jobs in that facility. Over 300 jobs are provided there. And you can look at how fast the cruise industry is growing. We, this year in 2026, are forecast to have approximately 1.2 million cruise passengers. And that has grown significantly from when we were first incepted. It has grown significantly from when the hurricanes broke us up in 2017, and it has grown significantly and quickly since the advent of the COVID-19 pandemic, which finished in 2023. We've seen significant growth, but we've also seen growth in the satisfaction coming through from the cruise passengers.
I like what you just mentioned about the opportunities and the locals. So you would say that there's a fair increase, or let's say a vast amount of opportunity for the local entrepreneurs there. What are some of the local businesses and entrepreneurs you see developing because of the Pier Pack?